let's hop on. Okay. So thank you guys for hopping on tonight's team call. Tonight is Tuesday, January 15th, the second actually team call of the year, which I'm actually really surprised that there's only 6 of us on the second team call of the year. Usually people don't die out until February, March, right? But luckily I'm blessed to have you guys that are in it. I was going to say in it to win it. Like, isn't that a game show? Anyways, I'm glad to have you guys on here because I know that you guys are serious about this and you're not at the Justin Timberlake concert like Christine is. So I'm just super jelly. So you're probably going to hear me mention her like 5,000 times. Okay. So one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about, well, usually what I do before I go and I pick a topic for the team calls is I look for a theme or a trend in the team pages amongst coaches that I'm talking to. And usually it's about inviting, or it's about this, or it's about, everyone being on, like needing motivation or needing that light lit, to light their fire. And so usually I'm like, okay, well, 5 people are struggling with this, or so-and-so struggling with this. But a lot of people have gone kind of silent, or a lot of people are now celebrating their own successes, which I absolutely love when it's the focal point of their own journey. So I'm going to shout out my girl real quick. My girl Jill texted me today. She is down to 180. She hasn't been this weight in 3 years. Yeah, Jill? That's freaking phenomenal. So I love, yes, I love shouting you guys out for your business. Yes, I love you shouting yourself out for your business. But when it comes to your own journey, like this is the basis. This is the foundation for your business. The longevity in your business requires you to work on yourself. So when I hear coaches like Jill, coaches like Terry, talk about oh my gosh, I've done this, I've accomplished this, I stuck to my program, I've been doing this. And I know all of you guys have great transformations, and you could be starting fresh, or you've been kicking ass for a while, or whatever it is. But just remember, that is the huge focal point of your business, is your own health and fitness, goals. So never lose that. So I'm very proud of you guys for doing that. But one thing that I wanted to touch on tonight is I wanted to ask questions. I wanted us to come together kind of like a roundtable, but kind of talk about ways or places that you guys are struggling. But here's the thing. I feel like I give you guys all the motivation and all the talks and all the trainings and stuff that you guys can take away from Tuesday nights. But tonight I wanted the focal point to be around tools, resources that you guys can go to grab for yourself and start using those resources. That way it not only helps you set yourself up for success, so you don't have to lean in on other people, but it helps develop you into a great leader, so you know where to send your future coaches or your current coaches when they're struggling with X, Y, and Z. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. With that said, before I jump into the struggles that we all have been having, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of Team Cup coming up next month. You are absolutely able to register right now. Cups are of teams of 5. There can only be 1 diamond per team, 1 diamond or star diamond. But this is a great opportunity for you to join together with other coaches. You don't have to know them. It doesn't matter if they're brand new, if they're seasoned, whatever. It's a great opportunity because you guys get to know each other a little bit more. There's more unity. You could run fun groups together. You guys could do all sorts of things together, and you could shoot for a prize together. So whether you're competitive or not, this is a great opportunity for you to take, especially at the beginning of the new year. I suggest everyone sign up for this, whether you're on this call live or watching the recording. Make sure you get your booty on a Team Cup. Okay. All right. There's one thing else I was going to say. No, I don't remember. Oh, yes. So earlier today, some of you guys have already seen that I added the Success Club tracker in the file section. So last year, some of my PS coaches know that I invited certain coaches to participate in the data, the what is it called? The data, anyways, they were just trying to get everyone open and see if it works or whatever. So some of my PS coaches already have used this tracker. Now it is all set up, ready to go. I looked at this thing. I'm going to freaking start using it, you guys. It is so freaking simple, and it is so spot on everything that you need to do daily, weekly, monthly. It is freaking phenomenal. So make sure you go and use that tracker, because when you're tracking your business, you are progressing your business. So remember that. Go take a look. You could save it as a PDF. You could edit it on your computer. You could print it. You could print it and laminate it. Whatever is your jam, you can do it. Okay, so we're going to jump into these. And you know what? I'm not going to say who they're from, because some of them are going to be messages. Some of them are going to be the comment section. So we're going to start on the comments anyways. So one, reminding myself that I have to invite for this to work. Posting and saying all the things doesn't bring me the amount of women I want to help. They're watching and waiting for me, and invite to stay consistent. Oh, and for me to invite and to stay consistent with everything every single day, even if it's just 5 invites. So here's the thing. I guess there's not really a resource for me to point out when it comes to you being consistent in your own business, except for the tracker or a success partner. If you guys don't have a success partner, it's someone not necessarily you can rely on, but someone to help keep you accountable, someone that you can do daily check-ins with, someone you could be like, look, I am struggling with this, or let's run this group together, or what do you think about this idea, or whatever. It's just someone you can run, like it's a business partner, someone you could come together with. It's a great opportunity for you to help stay consistent, because here's the thing, and I talked about this to someone at Super Saturday, is when you quit when you quit to become a full-time coach, or you're just a part-time coach in general, it takes a shit ton of discipline. And y'all know this. Like, we could all procrastinate until the sun comes up, but is that going to get us to where we want to be in our business? No. Like, say you work 9 to 5 job and you get like half an hour here, half an hour there, an hour maybe some days. Come the weekend, you're like, okay, so I'm going to plug 2 hours into my business. I'm going to plug 3 hours into my business. Come Saturday morning, you're like, I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to go grab a coffee. I'm going to put it off until later. We always do that. We all do that, because the thing is, we don't have a boss to answer to, right? We don't have deadlines to meet. We don't have any of that. The only thing is, if we want to hit Success Club by the end of the month, then we start hustling at the 29th of the month. So we have to have discipline. We have to develop self-discipline in our own businesses. And the way we do that, I guess the best resource for that would be rediscover your why. Rewrite your why. Read your why. It is your why. Why are you doing this? Why is it important to you? Are you struggling financially? Do you hate your job? Do you want to help more people? Do you want to help people feel good financially and with confidence and all that stuff? You have to revisit your why. Your why is huge. If you guys have not talked about your why in a long time, maybe now is a perfect time to do it at the beginning of the year. Maybe you've never written out your why. Do it. Maybe you should share your why verbally in a video. Whatever it takes, that is a huge part, because so many people, I actually did an Instagram video or stories on this today. So many people think like they have a goal set, right? Whether it's to make $1,000 this month, to lose 10 pounds this month, whatever it is. As soon as you start, day one, you go out of the books, right? Everyone on Monday this week, Transform 20, y'all push as hard as you can, right? You're dripping sweat, your eyes are burning, you're like, shit, this is tough. And you give it your all, whether it was 9 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night. I saw y'all, I see who's posting, and you give it your all, right? Well, 3-4 weeks, what's going to happen? Is every single person that started Transform 20 yesterday going to be giving that same amount of effort in 3-4 weeks? What about 6 weeks from now when it's over? Are they going to be giving that same amount of effort? Chances are not. I would love to say 100% of people that started Transform 20, and I'm just using this as an example. It could go for your power hour or anything else in your business. But I wish 100% of people could use that fire throughout the program. Chances are maybe 75%, maybe 50%, maybe 25%. And the only reason why those numbers dwindle down is because people forget why they're doing it. So whether it's your business or your own journey, you have to remember your why. And that helps you with being consistent. That helps you with oh, this is my answer, my why. Need to revisit the new why and also remind myself the top 1% of the business in my journey. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So we also had, I'm so bad at conversations when I'm connecting with new people. I don't know how to go from small talk to challenge group or coaching. So honestly, here's the thing. We are in charge of how the conversations go. We all know this, but a lot of us are too timid to guide the conversation. You guys, we read a lot of personal development. We're surrounded by great, inspiring, encouraging people. We have so much to offer. We have so much opportunity to help change someone's life. If you are struggling in the conversation aspect of things, there is the invitation guide that Kim Carver created in your coach online office and also in the file section of the Big Team page that you can look at, and it helps you guide through the conversation. But also, if you're having small talk with someone, simply just bring it up. There is no shame in bringing up an invite to someone. Like I said, I believe it was last week, like I put this opportunity in front of everybody because to me, Beachbody could help save everybody's life in some way, shape, or form, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have ever gone to a Super Saturday. Every time I go, I'm like crying my eyes out, or I'm like, my mind's blown, or I come up with like this amazing, like these ideas because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this opportunity could help change and save so many people's lives. You guys, it really can. And like, you know, at the Portland Super Saturday, the girl that shared her transformation story talked about like how her son, her 4-year-old son, was on blood pressure medication. Her 4-year-old son was on blood pressure medications. Candy was there with me, right? Candy and Kaylee was there. And she talked about how she started drinking Shakeology and she was giving him Shakeology. 6 months later, was it 6 months later? I think it was. But he was able to come off that blood pressure medication, and now he's healthy and he works out with her. He's like 9 or 10. But it's not just about adults. And I think we forget about that too. The thing is, yes, we're reaching out to adults because we're not like, hey, kid on the playground, come take my Shakeology. But we're talking about we're talking to parents, we're talking to adults because it starts with us. Whether we have kids or not, it starts with us because we have nieces, we have other kids that look up to us, we have our nieces and nephews, we have grandchildren, we have other people that look up to us that are the next generation. And Beachbody's big thing is ending the trend of obesity, ending the trend of unhealthiness, ending the trend of being in debt, ending the trend of unhappiness, ending the trend of self-doubt. Like Keyshawn Graves was talking about this at Super Saturday, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not just ending the trend of weight loss. It's not just ending the trend of obesity. It's ending the trend of everywhere where we struggle in life, right? So I'm sorry, like I am confident enough, not just within my own self and my journey, but I am confident enough within Beachbody that I will literally drop an invite in the middle of a conversation, whether it's small talk or we've been talking forever. Because I think this is too much of a great thing to let someone pass by. If their answer is no, then their answer is no. It's not for them. Move on, or find out how it's not for them, why it's not for them. Find out what makes it for them. But to me, I am doing them a disservice if I don't interrupt a conversation. Oh, by the way, how was your day? Oh, by the way, I have to ask, have you ever considered coaching? Have you ever considered joining one of my challenge groups because of X, Y, and Z? Because I see you struggling. I see you going through your day-to-day with self-doubt. I see you talking about how you're struggling financially. I see you in that hardship. And I just had to ask, have you ever considered? That's all you guys need to ask when it comes to inviting. That's all it takes. It doesn't take hard work. And I think the big thing, and I don't know if this is in here though, the big thing of it is I think most coaches they put expectations on their invite that it's going to be a yes right then and there. And when it's not, they get discouraged. Do you guys know, not to toot my own horn, I signed 3 coaches in 24 hours today. 3 coaches in 24 hours. Not one of them did I ask to be a coach in 24 hours. I've been talking to one of them for 2 years. 2 years. And I don't quit because I think this journey can help everybody. I don't give up on people just because they tell me a no. I don't take it personal because let's be honest. How many of you guys had to put your Shakeology on hold because you couldn't afford it? Anybody on here? I have. Before Beachbody On Demand came out, have you guys had to skip out on a new program launch because you couldn't afford a new DVD? There's sometimes where people cannot physically afford it, even though their want is so bad. So I want you guys to understand you are not allowed to take it personal when someone tells you no. Unless they're like, you know what, Jill, no, you're losing too much weight. I can't have a coach like you. I don't know. But no one's going to say that. They're going to be like, yeah, please tell me what you're doing. Oh my God, you're rocking it, please. But you can't take it personal because everybody is at a different point in their life. Maybe they're struggling with self-doubt so bad that they don't have the belief in themselves that they can do it. That's when they need you in their corner every day, every other day, showing up on your own page, checking in with them, breathing belief into them, right? Because we've all been in a moment in our lives where we didn't believe in ourselves, right? And we've had someone breathe belief into us, right? And what did that do? That made us catch on fire. That made us want to rock, right? When someone helps you, when someone's your strength when you are weak, that gives you hope. And that's what we are responsible of doing to other people out there. So we can't get mad or sad or discouraged or disappointed when someone says no. We got to figure out why that no is a no and then continue moving on with that relationship. Don't let them go. Don't let them slip. Keep them close to you. Talk to them, encourage them, motivate them, give them a shoulder to cry on. Just because you're not getting commission from them or anything doesn't mean you let them go. Because we are someone. And eventually they will sign up when they are ready. I'm with Dana on how inviting is the only way to make this business work. It won't work by itself. Yes, absolutely, Jill. You agreed with Dana. A lot of people think that they could put out, and I've talked about this before, put out the perfect post, the perfect challenge group post. They could share their amazing transformation pictures. They could share awesome workout moves where they make Transform 20 look like cakewalk. They could do all that stuff. But the truth is that is not going to bring all the boys to the yard. Sorry, not sorry. I like Jerry. He's like, what? Or the women to the yard. That's not going to bring anyone to the yard. What brings people in is you getting out there and you reaching out, period. It is your job to invite people to this opportunity. Another one, inviting for sure, and more so closing. Recently feeling completely overwhelmed with how many things I need to do and pay attention to. So maybe this should be a different call altogether, but how to organize my efforts and time to make the most of my impact out of having to build this part-time. I know the tracker is going to help tremendously, but having real life examples of what others do to organize their post invites would be helpful. I can explain in person on the call if easier. Kaylee, since you volunteered, I know you're driving, so please be careful.
Hello, I just walked in the door.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so you want to explain your question a smidge bit better?
Yeah, so I think it's because I'm so busy at work and doing all this shit that I feel like how to organize, like, if I want to put together almost like a schedule of the things that I need to focus on daily instead of feeling like I need to focus on everything every single day.
Right.
Because I just don't have the time.
Right.
And so then when I can't, like when I feel like I'm forgetting something, then I get upset or like frustrated with myself and it's like, great, I just wasted like this time or this day or whatever.
Sure.
So yeah, just trying to figure out like what is most, or not what is most important, but like how to just organize all of that, because I can't focus on everything every day.
Well, I think everyone's different in that aspect. Like some people spend more time focusing on inviting. Some people spend more time focusing on that, adding to the network or the conversations or whatever. And honestly, it depends on everybody's different lifestyle, like what their environment is. Do they work? Do they have kids? Do they come home? Like, do they work from home? Are they a student? But my biggest suggestion for you is there's a Power Hour template that's actually like a slideshow that is also in the file section. I believe it's in the file section of the Big Team page. It may just be in the leaders page, but I could plug it in there too. What you can do is you can take it like you can copy it and then you can make your own, like maybe you could put a couple different slides in like a 30-minute section where you can do in the morning, or you could say, okay, these are the things that I'm going to be able to do, like realistically do in the morning, or however you split up your time, or on Monday, Tuesdays, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to focus on. Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this is what I'm going to focus on. Maybe spend your first 2 days building your network, adding to your network, focusing on talking about coaching or whatever it is on your social media, and then relationship building on the next couple days. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's how you can organize it out too, because I do get what you're saying, because a lot of people, I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I feel like if I have so much to do, and if like you don't check all the boxes or you don't get it all done, you're just like you kind of feel like a failure. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't get all that stuff done. But yeah, you could figure out what works for you. Like I said, you can copy that template, create it your own. Like, you could move the different ones around. It's so weird. I just saw your face and then you're gone.
I know, sorry, my battery's dying.
Oh, it's okay. But do you think that would help you at all?
Yeah, I think so. Because again, it's like I'm like, okay, I need to I don't have a kid I need to pay, so it's okay. I need to, invite for this challenge group, or invite for this thing, or, oh my God, I haven't even talked about coaching in freaking who knows how long,
right?
Or I need to post this at this time and this at this time. It's like, it's just too freaking much sometimes to think about. And then it's like, I think about it at random times when I can't actually do it. And so then I freeze when I'm actually like sitting down and saying, okay, here's the time I can actually do this.
Right.
And by the time I get home, it's like, almost 6:30 now. And I just walked in the door and I now have to do dinner, work out, laundry, dishes, and I know I'm obviously not the only one that's busy, but I don't want to waste time. Right. I want to be as efficient as possible. And I'm feeling right now like I don't know what that looks like.
Right. Well, definitely you could use the template. You could use the Success Club tracker that I just added today. I think those would both be very beneficial. And like, you could even mark or highlight on the tracker, like, these are the days that I'm going to do this. These are the days that I'm going to do this. Like when you're most busy, obviously do the things that are more business building than not.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, Deb, my struggle is with inviting people. Not sure what to say. Don't know how to get the conversation going. Always afraid I'm going to chase them away. First, you need to believe in yourself, woman. You are amazing and you have so much to offer. So never fear that you're going to chase someone away. Just like I was saying earlier, everyone has some place in their area where this team, this business, the nutrition, the fitness products, everything, some way can help their lives. And when you just talk about what it's doing for you, talk about how, you love being a part of this because of X, Y, and Z, and say, you know what, I care about you. Maybe it's someone that you've known for all your life. I care about you. I love you. I think this would be a great opportunity for you. Have you ever considered? Or if it's someone just you just started talking to, just ask, have you ever considered? If you chase, we're going to chase people away. Point blank. We're going to chase people away only because there's other people out there that have given multi-level marketers a bad name. There's also people out there that have given other Beachbody coaches a bad name. And so there are going to be people that are running. But that's okay. You could try to chase them. You could try to chase them and be like, no, wait, come back. I promise I'm nice. We could do that. But as long as you know what your intentions are and that you have integrity, believe in yourself, believe in the company, and believe what you have to offer, and try to share that with other people. There's a screenshot. I struggle with writing my goals and affirmations daily. Oh my gosh, she just popped on here too. Tracy Jackson. Okay. I can't get mad at you here. I'm not going to get mad at you. So struggle with writing your goals and affirmations. So these two things, that including my gratitude, these things, you guys, I'm not even kidding you, have totally transformed my mindset. I have to do them in the morning. Because if I don't do them in the morning, I feel it later on. I'm telling you, you have to make it a priority to do something to help change your mindset, to help give you clarity, to help give you focus, to help give you a positive headspace first thing in the morning, because it will do you good. If you have a hard time with waking up early or whatever it is, don't do your makeup. Hello, your mindset is more important than your makeup. Sorry, not sorry. Don't curl your hair. I'm just being real here. If you don't do either of those, then when you're making your cup of coffee, sit there and write down your goals. Sit there and write your affirmations. When you're making, yeah, sorry, Terry, you don't do makeup or your hair, but you know what I mean. When you're tying your shoes, Terry, dang it. When you're making your coffee, when you're scrambling your eggs, when you're making your Shakeology, you guys, I guarantee you, if I came to each and every single one of your houses in the morning, I could find a spot where you could put away 5 minutes so you can jot that stuff down, because I'm telling you, it will transform everything. First off, you're writing your goals out will help set you up for action steps in the day. When you say, okay, I have earned this amount of money, I have helped this many people, I have done this, I have done that, then throughout the day, you're like, these are the things I'm working towards. It's like reviewing your why every morning. Like, these are the things that I'm working towards because I want to get here. So when you say that first thing in the morning, you have clarity, you have focus on what you need to do, right? So more often than not, if I miss doing that, then I'm going to be like, oh, like I'm half-assing work. I'm half-assing this. Oh, laundry needs to get done. Oh, this. Oh, I need to run to the store in the middle of the day. No, none of that needs to happen. That could happen later on. What needs to happen is the things that I wrote down, or the action steps that align with the things that I wrote down in the morning. Same thing with your affirmations. When you fill your mind with positivity, with self-love, then guess what's going to come out throughout the day? Positivity and self-love. But if you wake up in a shitty mood and you're running late and the guy in front of you cuts you off and whatever happens, then you're in a crappy mood and you can't wait for the day to be over. Then by the time you get home, you're still in a grumpy mood. Then you can't wait to go to bed. Who wants to live their lives every day like that? Not me. So take that moment and sit down and write a few affirmations. Maybe you physically do not have time, but what you can do is if you guys have the voice notes app, you can sit there and record a few affirmations in your phone. And then in the morning, while you're getting ready or while you're in the shower or while you're doing whatever, you can play those and listen to them. Same thing. Okay. Again, I struggle with writing my goals as well. Like, I know my ultimate goal, but breaking it down, I get stuck. It's just like reverse engineering. Like, if you want to make $100,000 by the end of the year, you have 12 months to get there. So what's it got to take each month to get there? Helping at least 3 people this month earn Success Club. Next month, helping 3 people earn success, helping 3 people to earn Success Club, and then helping 3 people earn Success Club. Then the next month, and then the next month. It's all about business. It's all about focusing, and it's all about progressing. Because you can't sit there and say, I want to do the same thing in February as I did in January and expect your business to progress. Okay? Oh, that's it. That's all the questions? Hold on. Let's go in my messenger. Okay. No questions. Okay. I have to teach aerobics. Okay. Kayleen is teaching aerobics. No question. One thing else I wanted to talk to you guys. I know that I touched on this in the beginning when I was talking about inviting. I know, like, this is people's frog. If you don't know what I mean by that, you need to read a book called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, or Kiss the Frog. Kiss That Frog. That's the second part. But usually the frog is the hardest, the most difficult thing for you to do in your business. And the thing of it is inviting seems to be the number one hardest action step that most coaches find, when it is the number one thing that helps build your business. And my best option for tools, for resources to get over that, to get through that, is just doing it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you will feel doing it. Does that make sense, you guys? Because if you do it once in a while, it's going to feel foreign every time you do it, right? Just like eating healthy. If you only eat healthy once a month, it's going to feel weird. You're going to be like, you know what? I really don't like asparagus. Now I'm going to go back to my Taco Bell and McDonald's tomorrow, or whatever is your jam. But if you do it all the time, if you do it frequently, if you do it consistently, you will get better at that. The best way to get over something, to get past your fear, is to face it. Maxie! Hold on. Gage, will you grab her toy under the couch? All I hear is her. I don't care if you're in the middle of a match. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, she's playing Fortnite. Ay, ay. But we all have fears in our business, right? We fear rejection. We fear being seen as a salesperson. Oh my gosh, I have to, hold on. You guys are coming with me real quick. Well, she's going night-night now. Okay, go night-night. I'll get it later. We all have these fears, and we could let those fears remain there and keep us, stunt us, keep us content, keep us stagnant in our business, or we can face those fears head on. And the great thing about this is we are a part of a huge, amazing community of incredible people who have feared inviting just like we have. Maybe we need someone to hold our hand. Maybe we need guidance. Maybe we need whatever it is. But the thing is, we need to get through it. We need to face that fear head on. And the faster you do it, then the more comfortable you'll be with inviting every day. And the more you do it, the more confident you'll be with inviting. And the more yeses you'll get. And the more lives you can change. And the more lives you can save. All by getting past your fear. Does that help? Does that make sense, you guys? It's one of those things. If you do it every once in a while, it doesn't matter. It won't help. It's what you do every day that matters. It's what you do consistently that matters. You can't eat healthy Monday and Tuesday and expect to reach your health goals by the end of the weekend. You can't work out once a week and expect to feel good and stronger and thinner by the end of your program. It's what you do every day that matters. And if that's your frog, if that's your fear, you need to face it. If that's what's holding you back from growing your business, you need to read Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. That is the number one best resource that I can give you. That and Get Over Your Damn Self. Those two books will help you. If you cannot afford a personal development book, the library carries both of them. Or I'm sure there's other coaches on this team that have read those books, that still have those books, that wouldn't mind loaning them out. I know I sure do. Okay? I have a big, collage. I don't have a collage of books. I have a bookshelf of books. I'll be happy to loan any of them out. I'm going to go in this chat really quick to see if there was any questions. I have an app on my phone with my list of everything that is non-negotiable for me to get my day started, journaling and daily affirmations. That's freaking awesome, Hillary. I have done that here and there as the last week, positive vibes. Yes, Terry, keep doing it. Not here and there. Oh, a lot here. Okay, just kidding. I love you all for this call. It's amazing, but I have to jump off and cook it. Okay. Thank you for hopping on, Kaylee. Does anyone want to unmute themselves if anyone has any struggles or any questions right now? I would love to hear from you guys.
I think you addressed mine very well.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? How are you guys feeling the beginning of this year so far? Are you guys doing good? Okay, I need you guys to chat in the chat box on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being fan-freaking-tastic. 1 being, What are you guys? I need to see it. A 6, okay. An 8, okay. A 6. An 8, a 6. 6 and 8's very common. A 7. Oh, okay. Way to mix it up, Terry. I expect a lot of myself though. Okay, that's fair. A 5. All right. All right. Well, yay for number 1. Yes, yay for no number 1. Absolutely. So no matter where we are, we can always get better, right? And how we get better is by doing the things that matter the most. Taking care of us physically, mentally, nutritionally, and then helping others do the same. You guys, we all have fears. You're not the only one that fears rejection. You're not the only one that fears failure. You're not the only one with the fear of being seen as a salesperson. You're not the only one that fears being stuck where you're at. We all have those fears, but guess what? We can all face them together. And we have each other. You know how many people out there right now are trying to face some sort of fear or do something along the lines of being on a journey all by themselves? That's terrible. I've tried to do shit by myself. It's a struggle when you have no one you can count on, but we have each other. But that's something that each and every one of us have to remember. And if you come up with something good or you find a way to invite and you just nail it out of the park or whatever, you're very proud of yourself, I want you to screenshot that biatch and post it in the team page so everyone can see. Not because you're like, oh yeah, I mean, yes, we want to celebrate our own, but so other people could see what other people are doing. I could share my screenshots all day long, but everyone else needs to learn from everybody else too, okay? So moving forward to help each other out, because we're not in it to win it by ourselves. I brought up that game show again, but we're here to help other people. So with that said, moving forward, face your fears. Make sure that you are self-disciplined enough to take care of the things that matter the most. Use the tracker. Get on a team cup. Take care of you, first and foremost. Okay? All right. That's it. That's it. That's all I have for you guys tonight. All right. We're going to stop the recording. So thanks for watching the recording.